I see you over there. Why are you so far away? Why don't you come a little bit closer and hear what I got to say? Unless you're a cow tipper, then keep your dirty hands off. Okay? How dare you treat cows like that in 2019? 2019? Are you kidding me, dude? Unless you're tipping the cows with money, that's cool. That's cool. Anyways, I'm done. July. I hope you guys had a fantastic July. This month is kind of a big deal. As you guys know, if you're in North America, we got 4th of July down in the States. We got Canada Day up here. All kinds of music festivals, fireworks, all kinds of cool stuff happening. I'm sure it's pretty much the same wherever you are from. And I hope you continue having a fantastic summer. And along with that, I wish you all the best with your health, your school, your work, everything that you do. Anyways, we're here to talk about the August leaks, and on that note, as always, we've got to thank Tim Luke for all that data mining, all that heavy lifting, providing us with a few days extra notice before the stuff comes live. So again, huge shout out. Make sure to leave the man some thanks on the Tsum Tsum Reddit, unless he is a lady, in which case I apologize. Feel free to correct me if I was wrong, but give the dude some thumbs up, because, this wouldn't be possible without his contributions to the cow community. Anyways, what are we getting in August, you ask? Well, Look at the lineup, guys. I mean, obviously, we got a guy who looks like he just finished partying on the French Quarter in New Orleans, and he's just heading home. Like, he's got that weird look, the purple under his eyes. I don't know what that's all about. We're getting the Horny King. I think that's his name. I don't know. Old gypsy lady, a fish, and a cat. Or is it a wolf? Or a fox? I don't know. It could be anything with a face like that. I'm just kidding. Anyways. 2 out of these 5 are good, 1 is average, and 2 are horrendously bad. So let's start with the horrendously bad ones. The lady, unfortunately, okay, so what does she do? She slows down time, which makes it easier for you to make longer chains and essentially, supposedly, get higher scores. Mother Gothel, you are a liar, because you can't really get much of anything playing her, unfortunately. It does allow for some interesting gameplay. If you like that kind of thing, I suggest you take a look at Yoda, because he does something similar, but he is actually extremely capable for both score and coin. You can easily break 20 million score with him. Not so much with the mother, okay? Monsieur Horny King, what does he do? Well, he's one of the good ones, but we're gonna wait for him until a little bit later. We got the other horrendous one we gotta talk about first, and it's the cat, or the wolf, or the fox, or whatever it is. Just strict horizontal clear, doesn't hit for very much. As you can see on screen right now, Figaro, terrible. Very, very terrible. Anyways, let's move on to the average one. It's going to be the dude with the hat. What he does is essentially he's a hybrid of Parade Mickey and R2-D2. So the shape of his skill is kind of like in a V shape, similar to R2-D2, but Dr. Facilier also has the benefit of pushing you back into fever time right away just by tapping his ability, which is great because he doesn't hit for very much. Even at SL6, he can't generally put you back into fever time with the explosive nature of his clear, but it's already built into the skill, so it's not too bad. The 2 good ones are Cleo, the wonderful fish. What this fish does is actually quite clever. It encapsulates Tsum Tsum on your screen at random, so it just makes a bubble around them, like an air bubble. And what happens when you make a chain is when one of those bubbles pops, if there happens to be another bubble in its vicinity, it kind of chain reacts across the screen. So if you're fortunate enough for Cleo to make bubbles in a certain way on the screen, you can get 40 plus clears with a single skill use, which, as you can imagine, is going to be fantastic for coin earnings. I didn't play Cleo enough to see what the score outlook is like, but I'm sure it's not too bad if you're getting 40 plus clears. Generally, if you're hitting over 40, you're going to be doing pretty good for score and coin. So the other one that's going to be good is the Horned King. My bad. What he does, if you've seen my preview video from the Japanese servers, you kind of already know, but essentially he does similar things to the dude with the hat. He blows up a relatively small portion of the screen, 29, but it is at random, which means that even if you're making a long chain through the screen, or you have a gap here or a gap there or whatever, he's still going to be hitting for 29 at SL6, which is really not too great. But he also makes other Tsum Tsum that you can link with his Tsum, which means he is basically one of those all-around Tsum Tsum that's good for score and coin, because you can generate time bubbles with him. So very strong. And actually, on that note, I received an email earlier from Clerihill Baggins, who is wondering if Mr. Horned King is a replacement or slightly less active user or Tsum Tsum when compared to Jedi Luke and Beast. And in my personal opinion, I don't think so, because all you do with Jedi Luke and Beast is blow up the screen. If you have the chance to make a time bubble, you go for it. If it doesn't pan out, whatever, you move on. They're going to be consistent no matter what. The problem with the Horned King is making time bubbles is part of his kit. That's something you have to actively focus on, and instead of just blowing up the screen and moving on, which you can't do with him, but you're not going to be getting as much in return if you do that. You have to actively try to make those 9 to 16 chains. You have to be aware of what's happening on screen. I think Jedi Luke and Beast, the beloved coin earners of this game, are actually easier to play because you just, again, repeatedly blow up the screen with them and you move on. With him, it's more of a strategic type gameplay. But if you enjoy playing him more, you're obviously going to get more coin and score as a result, because you're just naturally playing him more and you're having more fun playing him. So you're just going to get better results over time. The other thing I wanted to say about him is he does have one nice feature about his skill, wherein you can use it to reset the animation again, because it just clears 29 Tsum Tsum irregardless of what else is happening on the screen. So that gives you a little bit extra flexibility. If you want to make a 9 to 16 chain and then pop his ability, you can do that. Not a lot of other Tsum Tsum in the game let you do that. You have to do it in reverse. So he has flexibility. He is basically not easy to play, but fluid to play. So very, very strong. I don't think he's a top 5 Tsum Tsum. Again, that was part of Clerihill Baggins' question. But he's an all-arounder and he's very strong. So those are the new ones that you have to look forward to this month. Again, 2 really weak ones, which are the lady and the cat. A medium one, which is the dude, and 2 strong ones. In my opinion, I think Cleo has potential, maybe mid to strong, not so much strong, and Horned King is definitely the best of the bunch. If you're going to get one, make sure you get at least 1 copy of him. And that's going to do it for the new Tsum Tsum. The event is basically the same. You just do the missions, you get all the rewards. As far as the capsules go, well, as you can see, we have Hawaiian Stitch, which is quite good in one of them. Elizabeth Swan is also one that I sometimes use because she just generates so many Tsum Tsum that you can link together. It makes it easy, but I guess we have other Tsum Tsum for that now. So that particular capsule is a little bit weak unless you're looking to get something maybe like Scuttle or some of the rare ones that are harder to get and you're a collectionist and you're just trying to fill gaps in your collection, and maybe you're just after the skill ticket, in which case make sure to buy out the whole thing and you get that as a prize at the end. The other capsule is a little bit better. I mean, Gaston is basically the 2nd best coin earner in the game on the international server, but I despise him greatly. So if you enjoy his gameplay, make sure to check out my video on him. If that looks like something you might be interested in, feel free to grab him. You don't even need to use booster items for him because of the nature of his gameplay. Essentially, he just makes only Gastons. So he's very easy to get to level 50 as a result, and he's also incredibly good for coin, and you could possibly even get really high scores with him if you focus on making time bubbles with some of the screens that you generate with only Gastons, because of course you can make 9 to 16 chains very easily when you only have one type of Tsum on screen. Other than that, I think the capsules are a little bit weak. Crush is very good as well, but the other ones are meh. And Zorg is, yeah, he's average at best nowadays with all the new strong Tsum that we've been getting. So the capsules are kind of a hard pass for me. Again, if you want Gaston, he's worth getting. The skill tickets are worth getting if you have extra funds, but other than that, not the best of the pickings this month. So select boxes, kind of much of the same, to be quite honest with you. Peter Pan is very, very good, but if you have a huge pool of Tsum that you don't have yet, or you haven't maxed yet, the odds of getting a lot of him, unless you have a huge fund to work with, again, it's 1 in 12 every time you pull, so you know, he's worth getting a copy for if you want to push him up with skill tickets later. Very, very strong, but I don't know if it's really worth it in my opinion. Other ones that are kind of decent are Carl, and possibly Jiminy Cricket. They're all like mid-tier, nothing too special in that particular box. Again, if you're looking to collect something, maybe go for it. If not, you could probably skip that one. The other box, however, has all the villains in it, which is huge, right? Like Maleficent in there, Jafar is good, Davy Jones is good, Salazar is good, Maleficent Dragon is great, fantastic. You know, a little bit of power creep happening there, you know, this month, July still, but Maleficent Dragon still top 5 in the game, easy in my opinion. All the other ones are very strong. Hades is good, Evil Queen has its uses, Lotso is absolutely garbage, but that's okay. You know, 1 in 12, it's better than having 1 in 12 that is good. 1 in 12 that is bad, much more tolerable, especially if you have limited funds. All the other ones are decent. Pete is also pretty bad, but Steamboat Pete is better. And Ursula, very nice beginner-friendly Tsum if you are new to the game and you happen to get her. Even at SL1, you can get about 12 to 1500 base coin without boosters, any boosters that is. So not a bad Tsum to get. And if you want all the villains, you can hop on that board and get them all, or at least get one copy of each. Very, very strong. I would probably focus on that out of all the other capsules and select boxes. That's the one you kind of want to focus on. The heart sales, the ruby sales, everything else that is happening is at the bottom there, bottom middle. You can see when those things are happening. If you want to support the game, that is the best way to do it, because of course developers need money so they can keep the game going. So if you guys buy those things, it helps everyone out in the community, because, well, the game won't get shut down and all our efforts won't be for nothing. So there is that. That's basically going to wrap it up for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic August. I hope, again, you continue enjoying your summer. Good luck with getting all the Tsum that you want, the villains, the new ones that are, I know I might have gone a little overboard giving them little nicknames and things, but, you know, it is what it is. So that's going to do it for me. Again, good luck. I hope you guys have a wonderful time in August. We're going to be doing all the gameplay videos, especially since I didn't cover most of these from the Japanese side. I'm pretty sure Horn King is the only one that I covered, so stay tuned for those as well. And as always, thank you so much for your likes, your subs, and your viewership. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.